Hi everybody, and welcome to the TWF Superstars. And today on Superstars, I have no idea. Oh, and today on Superstars, we we start out with the commissioner of the Toy Wrestling Federation and the chairman of the championship committee, Godzilla. Now, Godzilla says, I want to welcome everybody to Superstars. And today on Superstars, I have something that I have to figure out. Now, I just had I had a meeting with the principal owners, Astronema Ecliptor, or Corona Ecliptor, the chief executive officer, Aladdin, and the chief operating officer, Princess Jasmine. And they also are going to eventually confirm the new director of operations pretty soon. Also, in that meeting, during that meeting, I was told, I witnessed something, Godzilla says, that I didn't quite understand. John Cena and Aries had gotten a return match. That was fine. I was okay with that. Cena doing that was fine. But then a chakram during the return match hit John Cena in the back, causing Aries to defeat John Cena and becoming once again the #1 contender to the TWF World Heavyweight Championship, and by default still also the other one. Now the referee's decision is final, but if Aries thinks for a moment that tainted victory guarantees him a crack at the TWF World Heavyweight Championship once again, he's got another guess coming. Because I am under the impression that somebody else was responsible. Now the only member of the United Alliance of Good who has ever thrown the chakra is Cena. Now, some people are going to say, oh, but Captain America threw the shield. Yeah, but Captain America normally used the shield to deflect weapons. I don't really recall him actually throwing the shield at anybody. And people are going to say, oh, but King Arthur used the shield, same purpose. Now, Cena is the only one who's ever thrown the chakra. The only other member in that Alliance of Good I know of who has thrown the chakra. Now I'm going to ask the commission, I'm going to ask the general manager of the Toy Wrestling Federation, Xena, to come out here, because I do need to talk with her. And at first, we can go and play that theme song if we want. Now also, I am also going to ask the referee of the match, referee Jeremy Pickles, who was refereeing that match when it went down. So I will ask him to come down too. But apparently we seem to be having problems trying to find him at the moment. And there's only so many bends that he could have possibly been put into. There we go. Now, you were the referee of that match, were you not? Yes, sir, I was the referee assigned to that match on main event. And did you witness anything happen in that match that would be against the rules of a match? Well, it's hard for me to say, Godzilla, because my vantage point, I was watching John Cena picking up Aries for the attitude adjustment, formerly known as the FU. And I can't say that I actually saw anything hit him, but I did see John Cena go down and Aries fall on top of him. Either I was under the impression that it happened because Aries was way too heavy for John Cena, and John Cena couldn't carry Aries' body weight anymore. I was not under the impression there was a weapon in the match. But after watching the match and seeing that chakram did hit John Cena in the back, then yes, there was something that happened in the match. I didn't see it until after I rewatched the videotape. Now, the championship committee has also been reviewing that as well. The other member of the championship committee, besides the executive vice president of talent relations, Theodore Long, or the executive vice president of parade of Eric Bischoff, have also assured me that they will have their decision on the match pretty soon. Being the chairman, I'm going to have to chairman that meeting to see what their decision if Aries keeps the belt or not. Now, I also would like to ask Xena, the general manager, to come down here too, because that was her chakram. And I want to ask Xena if she intentionally or accidentally caused John Cena to lose his match to Aries. Well, we're waiting to get the general manager of Tour Wrestling Federation, Xena, out here. You know, and let's see, we got problems. Xena, nice for you to be here, Godzilla says. Now, Xena, I understand that was your chakram that happened to be in the match, that happened to fly and hit John Cena in the back. Yes, that was my chakram, Godzilla. But no, I did not throw it. You and me know that I'm the only one who has ever thrown the chakram. But I did not throw the chakram at John Cena. I did not use my chakram to purposely ruin a match. You gotta believe me, Godzilla. Why would I do... Whoa! Oh, sorry about that. Sorry. I'm sorry about that, Xena says. I apologize. Xena, were you drunk yesterday? No, I'm not drunk. It's stupid gravity. It's not a copulating with me, causing me to fall over. Now, I'm going to pretend that didn't happen, because I don't need no sexual harassment on top of me. Godzilla, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to land on top of you. Okay, the point is, no laughing aside, Godzilla says, Xena, tell me the truth. Are you being honest with me? You didn't mean to throw the chakram at John Cena's back. No, I did not throw any chakram at John Cena's back. And I have two chakrams. I actually got 4 chakrams. 2 small ones, 1 miniature one, and 1 big one. And Xena, would this be the chakram? Yes, this would be the chakram. But I did not throw it. That's my chakram, but I didn't throw it at John. Well, come on. There we go. But I did not throw it at John. Okay, who do we know? Who do we know that would actually have anything to gain by doing this? Well, I know a couple people who, you know, I know some people who might have something to gain. I know Diva Talks might have something to do. She might be the only one who is actually, you know, hates John Cena that much to try to sabotage a match. Now, how dare you two come out here and accuse me of having anything to do with that? Diva Talk says, I don't know how to throw a chakram. You think I'm crazy? I don't know how to throw a damn chakram. Yeah, I do have my rocket launcher on my arm, but that's it. Xena admitted, you threw the chakram at John Cena, knocking him down. You are pissed off that Brock Lesnar beat you, and you didn't get a chance to become a three-time TWF World Heavyweight Champion. You didn't get a chance to become at least a 7-time World Heavyweight Champion. So because you couldn't get the job done, you didn't want to see John Cena get the job done. You better shut up, Diva Talks. You better shut up now. I don't care if you are my superior. You have no right to say that I did anything like that. I don't throw the chakram. You threw the chakram. Well, this argument seems to be, you know, getting out of hand here, folks. Who did throw the chakram? Seems to be the topic here. Well, the championship committee is going to eventually have a meeting, and I'm going to have to chairman that meeting. And when I find out what the championship committee decides what to do about Aries, and either giving him his title shot or not. Promotional consideration paid for by Harley.
Original insurance ID card. Got all my pertinents on it and such.
Works for me. Turn to the camera.
Actually, I think my eyes might...
Next!
Digital insurance ID cards. Just a tap away on the Geico app.
Next! Like an interview at the church or something. Refresh. Guess I gotta find another one. Let's try this again, folks. Alright, John Cena says. I know who threw the chakram at me. I know who threw the chakram at me. And no, it wasn't you, Xena. It wasn't you, Godzilla. And we all know, Jeremy, you don't even have any ability to throw things. You're good at catching things, but you're not good at throwing things. Okay? That's a joke. I know who threw the chakram at me, and she's lying. That's right, Diva Talks is lying. You're the one that threw the chakram at me. You're the one that's been against me since 2012. And you're still been against me. You threw the chakram at me. You know how to throw one. Don't try to lie and say that you don't know how to throw things. Because we all know you can. Even Kalisto knows how to throw a chakram. She did it one time to Xena on her back. But that's a different story for a different day. You threw the chakram at me because you didn't want me to be in the main event. You've gone this You going around saying, hey, it's buzz for business. Astronomer on the Ecliptor. And Atlanta Princess Jasmine, they like me. They think I know what I'm doing for business. The truth is, they don't like you. The last job review on you, they said you're doing awful. Okay. Now, I don't want to know what Corone and Ecliptor and Aladdin and Princess Jasmine think of you. You threw the chakram at me because you knew the referee couldn't see behind him. And since the referee's decision was final, you said, there you go. You said, ding dong, John Cena lost. You asshole, Diva Talk said, how did you know I threw the chakram at you? Because you're the only one that has the nerve to hate me. It ain't Xena, because what would she get out of it? Xena knew if she ever did anything like that to me, she knew that Godzilla would automatically have her, she'd be fired. So she's risking her job as a general manager. It can't be the referee, because as I said once again, what would he get out of it? And we all know that Godzilla wouldn't be getting nothing out of it. It found out if he was the one sabotaging the match, he'd be removed. So then, we go to somebody who can't be removed by Xena, or you, or Godzilla. Someone who has more power than Xena and Godzilla, but can't be removed by her. You, Diva Talks. And I sure hope that the championship committee don't look at that. They already did. And I sure hope that Aries is watching, because they might decide to not grant Aries his title match. They might say, hey, you won the match, but you didn't get your privilege. And you better hope the executive committee doesn't look at that, because if they do, you know that Corone Ecliptor and Aladdin and Princess Jasmine are going to terminate you or fire you. Better not. Godzilla says, I know Corone Ecliptor, the principal owners, Aladdin, Prince Jasmine, the chief executive officer and chief operating officer, and I know what they might think. Okay? Now, even though you're above me, Diva Talks, and then that's way too sad for me to do it, I still think that it's only fair that you wrestle John Cena. You think I'm crazy, Diva Talk said. I'm not wrestling John Cena. If you two better not. Yeah, I did it. I admit it. And I'd do it again, John. Congratulations, case closed. Now, if we're wasting time as it is, bitching about who hit John Cena with the chakram, this bunch of bullshit. You're lucky I don't call insubordination on your two asses, Diva Talk says. Well, now we know who really hit John Cena with the chakram. Mystery solved on that. But we'll have to hear about the championship committee's decision on if Aries will have his number one contendership privilege removed or not. Well, basically that's all the time we have here on Superstars. The whole who hit John Cena at the chakra thing took up a lot of our time. Well, we'll see you tomorrow for Impact Wrestling.